Right, the energy level which is nearest to the nucleus, the energy level which is nearest to the nucleus has the lowest energy. Nearest to the nucleus has the lowest energy. Okay, next. So if I represent the order of increasing energy of various cell, okay, the order of increasing energy of various cells, if you have taken. So what is the cells increasing? With actually K, L, M, N. That is what cells increasing. So energy also E1, you can take cell to E2, you can take cell 3 E3, and you can take E4. So that is how it will be goes. Okay. So there are energies you can represent here. So K is E1 energy, L is E2, this is E3. So that as cells size is increasing, energy is also keep on increases. That is what you have to remember. Okay. So please all of you make it. This is what about what is postulates of Bohr's atomic model. So next point. Last so many points are there. Right. Next point. The electrons revolve in the energy level. The electrons revolve in their energy level. Energy level means what? What is the name of energy level? Energy level called as
orbit.
orbit. Energy level without losing energy. So if energy is not losing, is there stable in nature or not unstable in nature? If energy loss, unstable. The energy is not losing, so that they are stable in nature or unstable?
Stable, sir.
Stable. Okay. Therefore, the atom does not collapse and remains stable. That is what you have to remember. Okay. Next. So if you have noticed it, this is how what is Mr. Bohr's has been told and all, and later we will see the things how it will be like what is this electrons, how these are electrons are distributed in different orbits, and all the cells and all is given by Mr. Bohr's only. That is also one formula he has suggested. That is all we'll study once we'll study the discovery of neutrons. So that is what is Mr. Bohr's postulates and how this will be happening or not. Okay. Now, if you have taken Mr. Bohr's also said that electrons revolve around this nucleus in a particular orbit, and this electron arrangement, how it has been arranged means he has given one formula. So that is what we will study, electron arrangement. What is the formula? Anyone can tell me? Electrons are arranging
2n square, sir.
all of 2n square. Okay. So the a number or energy level index we can represent. So the maximum number of electrons in different cells, maximum number of electrons. Maximum number of electrons in different cells or different orbits. What is that? Anyone can tell me what is the formula? By using a formula 2n square. So n is equals to, you can represent 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. So if you take first cell, what is the first cell, guys? Shell name. Tell me everybody. Shell K. Okay, K is equals to, n is equals to 1. So if I substitute maximum number of electrons 2 into 1 square, so 2 into 1, which is equals to how many electrons I can make, guys? Everybody?
2, sir.
2. Same way now, K, L, M, N. So solve it, everybody. L is equals to what? 2. And M is equals to 3. And N is equals to 4. So like this, if I'll keep on making, so second one, so 2 into 2 square, which is equals to 2 into 4, which is equals to how many electrons? Second cell, everybody. 8.
Electron.
Third one, 2 into 3 square, which is equals to 2 into 9. So that how many are? 18 electrons. And fourth one, 2 into 4 square is equals to 2 into 16, which is equals to what? 32. So like that, the number of electrons will be keep on increasing. So the arrangement of electrons in a different orbits by using the formula. What is that formula? 2n square, 2 into n square. Okay, everyone. So n indicating 1, 2, 3, 4. That is what you have to remember, all of you. Is it okay, guys? Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Next one. So if you have taken different orbits is having different valency cell. Is it right or wrong? Will you all accept it or not? All of you? Different orbits, different atoms is having different cells. Suppose if you have taken this is the one atom having only one shell. So this cell itself we used to call as outermost cell. What we used to call? All of you? Outermost cell. If you have taken some other atom, it might be having two cells, so that this will be the outermost cell. Now, if you have taken another atom, it might be having a three different orbits, so that this will be the outermost one. Is it okay, everyone? Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
So outermost cell. So all of you should remember whatever it is, but don't consider for first case. I will teach you that also. So outermost cell, maximum number of electrons we can fill is only how many, guys? Maximum 8 electrons only can fill in outermost cell. Please remember that. Okay? Outermost cell. That is what will happen. If you take any kind of atom, the maximum number of electrons that can be accommodated in the outermost orbit is how many, guys? Shruti, how many we can? Yes, please. Nobody is answering. Yes, please. How many electrons we can accommodate in the valency cell? Valence cell also we can make 8 electrons. Whatever the cell, it may be a except K cell, remember that. So L or M or N. So maximum number of electrons we can accommodate if it is outermost. Understanding? So that is what you have to remember. If L itself outermost, 8. If M is the outermost, then also 8. If N is the outermost, then also outermost, then also it can accommodate only 8 electrons. So remember, atom of any element, maximum number of electrons in its outermost cell. So this outermost cell is only we can call it as valence cell. What cell is called? Valence. So we can maximum how many electrons we can accommodate? Everybody. 8 electrons. That is, you have to remember it. Next. And also remember, next one, these electrons do not accommodate in a given cell unless the inner cells are filled. That is what they will fill in a stepwise manner. So that the stepwise manner also people will study. So remember always, for example, if any kind of atom is having 3 or 4 cells, let me take for example, I'm saying. So all of you remember, if I take this is the K shell, L cell, M cell. So unless the L cell is filled, electrons will never come to the where, guys? will never come to the M shell. So they cannot go and sit wherever they want. So they have to follow the particular path and the particular restriction. Unless the inner cell has been filled, the electrons cannot be go to the next one. But this point alone is the disadvantage of Bohr's atomic model also. So that is also we'll study. So the 10th point is, write it everyone. Electrons do not accommodate in a given cell. Electrons do not accommodated in a given cell unless the inner cells are filled. Unless the inner cells are filled. So which cell first electrons will fill? Anybody? Yes, please. Which cells will be electrons will be filled first? K or L or M?
K.
Unless the K is filled, electrons cannot come to the L cell. That is what you have to remember. So the electrons fill in a which manner? Stepwise manner. That is what the cells are filled always in a stepwise manner. That is what you have to remember. But it is applicable only up to 18 elements, means 1 to 18. Later the things will change. That is also we'll study half-bow principle, which we'll study in definitely in coming classes. Okay, so I will teach you. So these are the 10 points, which is what we can say postulates of Bohr's atomic model. And you remember, these postulates is not only given by Mr. Bohr, and this is was suggested by Bohr, and one more person is there. That person name is only called as Bury. So both persons, Bohr and Bury, both has been suggested this model. So that is why this model called as Bohr's atomic model. Please remember that. So who has been suggested? Bohr's and Bury. Okay. So two scientists it is. So but we can say this is what Bohr's model. So these are the points. Anyone having anything doubt, you can ask me. Are you clear, everyone? Darishkar, Harish,
Yes, sir.
Kumar, that is what kindly remember, very, very important one. So you have to learn all these things. Make it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, so if you'll understand this, so please write it, all the things. Now, here also, we are having limitations of Bohr's atomic model. So let us see what is limitations. What do you mean by limitations? I told you. Yes, please.
Drawback.
Drawbacks. So limitations are also we can say drawbacks. So again, limitations of Bohr's model, Bohr's atomic model. So now what is this limitations? Of course, as we know, Bohr successfully explained
Sir,
the
doubt, sir.
whatever.
Sir, if electrons are revolving around the nucleus, correct, sir?
Yes.
What if one electron left out of that shell? What will happen?
That is what we will study the bond formation, valency. Don't worry, we'll study that.
Okay, sir.
Okay. We will study next valency and all. Now,
Yes, sir.
as we know, Bohr's failed to explain the stability of atom, but Bohr's not, Rutherford. So Bohr's explained successfully the stability of the atom. So he said that electrons are revolving in a particular orbit. Each orbit is having a specified amount of energy, and electrons are revolving without losing the energy. So that is why they'll be continuously revolving without radiation. So means they're not falling into the nucleus. So that is how Mr. Bohr explained successfully the stability of the atom and improves the Rutherford atomic model. But Bohr's also having some limitations. So what is that limitations? Let us discuss. So he said that he gave a two-dimensional picture, means electrons revolving in a circular path, but it has been confirmed that atoms are not in two-dimensional. Atoms are what, guys? Atoms are what? They are the three-dimensional, spherical in shape. So that is the limitations of Bohr's model. Okay. So first point, right? He gave a two-dimensional picture. That is what? Atoms revolving in which path, guys? Electrons. Electrons two-dimensional picture means electrons are revolving in which path? Circular path. Understanding? Electrons are revolving in circular path. But now it has been found what? Yes, please. Atoms are what? Circular or they are spherical? Spherical, three-dimensional. Confirm that the atoms are three-dimensional. That is, means they are spherical. Okay, next. He did not give any idea about the shape of the molecules. So that is how, but how the molecules are formed. He just explained about the electrons. So as we know, hydrogen atoms, hydrogen molecule, nitrogen atoms, chlorine, this all cannot stay alone. They always will form what? They'll form molecules, hydrogen molecule, nitrogen molecule, chlorine molecule, oxygen molecule. So he is not given any idea about the shape of the molecules and how the molecules are formed. That is what's the limitation. He did not have any idea about the shape of the molecules and how are molecules formed. Next. So these are the postulates of, limitations of Bohr's atomic model. And you remember, these Bohr's model, presently it has been improved by a Mr. Scientist name called as Sommerfeld. Please remember that. So who has been improved this model? Bohr's model. Bohr's model is improved, was improved by Sommerfeld. Remember that. So this Sommerfeld and all you will study in higher classes. So you know it that. Just for general awareness, you remember Bohr's model was improved by Sommerfeld. That is what you have to remember. So this is all about what is the limitations of Bohr's atomic model, and let it be with this we'll stop. And next class we'll study discovery of neutron. So who has been discovered the neutron? Anybody can tell me? I already told
James Chadwick, sir.
James Chadwick. So James Chadwick is the one who has been discovered this neutron. That is a third subatomic particle of the atom, which we'll discuss in our tomorrow's class. Now, in our NCRT, you people need to read up to the page number 50. You'll be finding there a concept called as valency. Till that point, all of you need to read entire text and you have to ask me anything doubt in our tomorrow's class. So tomorrow's I will take online plus as well as tomorrow offline also I will take. So except for few, those who are not possible, remaining all should come. So till here, all of you, including the structures, also leave it. So till here, entire text plus as well as in-text questions, all the things you people need to read and you have to solve the questions. So from here, we will continue in the next class and we'll try to find it discovery of neutrons and as well as electron distributions and all we'll study in the next classes. Is it okay, everybody? So with this, I'll stop. So please, all of you, make it anything incomplete, complete it. We'll meet in our tomorrow's class. Thank you, all of you.